Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina for the World Ninja League Championships Season 11. My name is Jason Queen. I'm here with my wife, Christy Queen. We will be providing you the live stream here from the Greensboro Coliseum. In the next category, we have Teen Male. Teen Male. And we'll be giving you a demo run here in just a moment. So here are the categories our runners, our athletes will be maneuvering today. We got actually
Here's our
the
demo.
run coming up. So he's going to show you exactly what's coming up and how to navigate he's going to start on the angled steps. Then he's going to make his way to the ring slider, hoop sky hook,
Oops.
onto the broken pipe. He's going to run down the broken pipe, swing around the mini gatekeeper, and come down the home stretch with the toss up and finish with the fish. So he's going to grab the fish and then make his way to the landing pad. I about said final landing pad. That would have been misleading. So now,
Sorry, I fell asleep on the camera there.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. So that is our demo run to show you what our athletes are going to be doing here in the teen male category. Our first competitor, Liam Mellinson, with Patrick Gerard on deck. So Liam Mellinson. All right, 14 years old from Merrimack, New Hampshire, Liam Mellinson. And we've talked about this throughout the day, Christy, just being that first one to go, kind of having those jitters, the nerves, and not really. Now, I imagine these guys have probably watched other competitors in other categories navigate the course, but being the first one in your bracket, in your division, that'd be a little nerve-wracking. But Liam, so far, no problem, makes his way through the first 4 or 5 obstacles very smoothly. Onto the toss-up, big swing here. He's going to try to grip that last obstacle. He's got it. Now onto the landing pad. And the final obstacle, the fish. This is probably, you could say, the course designers saved their best for last, because this has definitely been the most challenging obstacle on the course for most of our competitors throughout the day. All right, he's got the last fish there. He's got to land that landing, and he does.
Nice job.
All right, great job there for Liam, and I believe he touched the pad just before that timer went off, and I believe that is a qualifying timer. That minute 13 is the target that these guys are shooting for. Next competitor, Patrick Gerard, 14 years old, from Yarmouth, Rhode Island. He has competed in 5 events so far this year, so Patrick certainly not a stranger to these events. He's been very active in season 11, and he's hoping here in Greensboro this weekend to take home a championship up to Rhode Island. Very smooth work through the first couple of obstacles. Now on to the toss-up. He's going to get a big swing here backwards. There you go. Very nice. On to the next one. He's got to do it one more time, trying to get a little momentum built up. One more time. Let's go, and he's got it. All right, excellent. Patrick going to recollect himself and move on to the fish, the final. He needs a little chalk refresher there. Got his coach there with him. Onto the fish, and he's trying the grip there with one hand going one way, the other hand going the other way, and he really gets to swing it. Now that's hard, no kidding. To get in mid-air and still
yes.
grip it, and he does it twice. He does it not once, but twice. And Patrick Gerard. So the last two competitors we've seen, Liam Mellinson and Patrick Gerard, both get in, I mean, at the buzzer.
Just in the nick of time.
Just in the nick of time, no kidding. Zachary Usher, our next competitor, 13 years old from Glenwood, Iowa, will be our next competitor. Zachary, a little smile, his coach there working with him. And let's see how he does on these obstacles, getting a rig or two maybe reworked as they go. So Zachary Usher, 13 years old from Glenwood, Iowa, makes his way down the first one. Now that ring slider onto the hoop sky hook. Got a nice little swing there. Yeah. One arm, two hands on that sky hook. See if he can get that next one.
There he goes.
Oh, so close, but that's all right. He brushes it off, makes his way back up to the broken pipe. Got the first broken pipe with no issues.
Swing it. There you go.
Now on to the mini gatekeeper. All right, on to the toss-up. Let's see how Zachary approaches the toss-up. We have seen this one really give some folks some fits. He's going to try to get a good swing, like I've said a few times, almost like a trapeze artist in the circus. So close. He can't quite get there. And this one has really been tough for a lot of people today. Now, Zachary to the fish here, the very last obstacle.
Nice job, Zachary. Nice effort. Still smiling as he walks off.
Yeah,
I love it.
And that's the one thing about it. These guys have a great time. There is such a sense of family and community among the ninjas. So they cheer each other on. I love it. Next competitor, Grayson Kamenar, 13 years old from Bresler, Pennsylvania. He has competed in 3 competitions so far in season 11. And you know what's interesting with these younger guys, even those rings at the beginning are not exactly a gimme. Some of the adults, some of the bigger ones,
sure,
they're kind of breeze right through those. These younger guys aren't quite as developed, and those are not a gimme by any means. So Grayson going to try to get a swing here. Gets on that last obstacle of the toss-up, and he lands it. All right. Well done. Now let's see if he can handle the fish. 2 of our competitors in this category have completed it. Not quite. And that's what gets me is do you try to be conservative and just kind of reach from one fish to the next, or do you just go for it, swing up real high, and then try to grasp with both hands? That's really the decision these competitors have to make. Mason Conover, 13 years old from Hanover, Pennsylvania. We've seen a few competitors from Pennsylvania today, and Mason just coming out like a bullet from the first part of the course. No issues whatsoever. He makes light work of the first half of the course. Now on to the toss-up and the fish. Let's see how Mason handles this. Big swing, big grip. He's looking down. One more time, back and a grip, and he did it. He completed that portion. So he's through the toss-up, now onto the fish. So not a whole lot to grip, and they're, oh man, you know what we've talked about, the riggers have moved the obstacles, a pretty decent distance away from each other. So you actually have to get pretty much completely airborne,
Oh, yes.
then grab a hold of that fish. And man, that is not easy by any stretch of the
They're
imagination.
so far apart, and there's nothing to grab.
And I would get in my own head when I was up there. I'd be like, oh, can I make it or not? I would be doubting myself.
Absolutely.
Cameron Vigneault, 13 years old, from Andover, Massachusetts. Just talked to Cameron for just a minute back here before they got started. And he is part. We have seen a lot of competitors from his gym. So that gym that he works out of, they do a great job. And we've seen people in almost every age category from their gym throughout the day. I love his coach. His coach is kind of off of the distance, but he's cheering him on. I wish you guys could see him. He's swinging, and he's showing Cameron what to do. And Cameron's doing a great job, and when he completes it, DeVries is just so fired up. You can see him right there at the end. I love that guy's energy. He really brings it from Wicked Ninjas. What a great job, and I love that coach. Again, you know those parents and those kids love, I cannot remember his first name, but I know his last name, and I may be saying it wrong, Devries. It's either DeVries or DeVries. You can see him there in the shot. Now with his next competitor, Bradley Gaiotti, 13 years old, from Methuen, Massachusetts. Bradley Gaiotti. I'm sorry if I'm messing that name up. Been competing in Ninja for 7 years now. It's his third year at the Worlds. So outside of Ninja, he's an honor roll student. He plays flag football, soccer, enjoys video games with his brother and his friends. And I'm going to tell you, he is just blasting his way through this course.
Yes, he
Bradley,
is.
13 years old. Let's see if he can get this fish. He's swinging awfully high.
Wow.
But maybe that's his strategy, because he didn't seem to have a problem with the first fish. And he did it again. No problem. And he is at the top of the course. So Bradley Goyette, I apologize for messing that name up. Bradley Goyette, when he came off the course, caught his breath, and I said, hey, say your last name for me. So great job there, Bradley Goyette, top the leaderboard. Jackson Drew now, 13 years old, from North Grafton, Massachusetts. He's been doing Ninja since 2017, so 9 years. He did it since he was 4 years old. Competes out of USA Ninja Challenge in Marlborough, Massachusetts, competing for 3 years. First year at Worlds, so he is a Worlds. This is his first year. Two favorite obstacles, the canes and the ice pick and the salmon ladder. And he also loves playing basketball, and he's a big-time Boston Celtics fan. So I'd like to catch up with him, talk a little bit of NBA, see what he thought about the NBA Finals. Oh, so close there for Jackson Drew out of the Elite Dragons School. Again, he's a big-time Boston guy. Cameron Chabot, now 14 years old, out of Londonderry, New Hampshire. I'm calling it now, just looking at this guy. He just looks like a ninja. And something about him. I think if I saw him out, at a sporting event somewhere, I'd say, hey, that guy looks like a ninja to me. Cameron Chabot, 14 years old, Londonderry, New Hampshire, navigates the first half of the obstacle course with no problem. He's going for a big swing here on the toss-up. See if he can catch his grip right there. He does. He's got one obstacle remaining to fish at the very end, and this has been really, if folks struggle, this is where they typically run into problems. Let's see how Cameron handles it. He's letting go and then catching on his way down, And he's got it. He's got one more. He's got to land this landing. No problem whatsoever. And he catapults up into second place. So Cameron in second place. All right, Cameron Shabbat. I stand correct to call him as he caught off the course. So Cameron Shabbat in second. Bradley Gayat in first. I just had it, and I kind of forgot it. Max Hendricks now, 13 years old, from Peninsula, Ohio. Max Hendricks, 13 years old. He's been doing ninja for about 3 years now. Practices at USA Ninja in Twinsburg, also at Authentic Movement. He loves doing ninja. Just built a ninja rig in the backyard about a month ago. When he's not doing ninja, he enjoys running track and cross country. Now, building a ninja rig in the backyard, that sounds about like something I would do for my boys. We were more baseball boys, but I love the Hendricks family already. The fact that they just totally committed to Max doing, becoming a ninja. So, and here he is at the World Final. What an awesome experience he's got. It's paying off, all the energy they put into it. Onto the fish. Let's see if he can hang on. Yes, he can. One more time. He's got to catch one more fish. Yes, and he does. He's looking down, and now he's found his finish line. And he completed the course, I do believe. Yes. He did. All right. Max, very well done. Preston Metzler, 13 years old, out of Columbus, Ohio. I'm digging the purple uniform. And he's got a high-energy coach running alongside him there, working his way through the hoop sky hook into the broken pipe. Oh, and he can't quite. It looks like he almost landed that on that landing pad, then he kind of backstepped just a little bit off of it to where he did not quite complete that obstacle. Let's see what he does here. Nice recovery. Oh, he's just short on the toss-up. Now, let's see. I love this. When they don't complete an obstacle, these guys get right back up and they head to the next thing. And that's what Preston is doing. He's heading back up, going to try to finish these fish. Big swing, getting parallel to the ground. Great try there for Preston. He really gave it everything he had. Unfortunately, you can see the disappointment in his face. He really probably, after he slipped off of that first obstacle, I think he just kind of, got a little frustrated there. Quinn Mitchell, 13 years old, from Newmarket, New Hampshire. And Quinn, like a rocket, walked around just a little bit and saw the esports league. Saw some kids playing Rocket League back there. That's what Quinn reminded me of when the starting bell sounded. In a hurry. On to the toss-up. Got it. And he's got the next one. All right, so there we go. And now on to the fish. Let's see if he can maneuver these fish. If he completes the fish, he is going to be kicking himself about slipping off of that one obstacle in the early going. I think maybe Quinn just got a little bit ahead of himself, and you can see just the agony on his face. Just he knows he had an opportunity, and just one little slip up. That's the one thing about this competition. All it takes is one little slip up for you not to complete an obstacle. That brings us to Logan Gifford, 13 years old, out of Belmar, New Jersey. 13-year-old Logan Gifford. Makes it through. He is Ninjas out of M-Lab in New Jersey. When I looked at that earlier, I thought it was a city and a state, and I thought his hometown was Malab, New Jersey, and I was like, wait a minute, I've never heard of that before. And then I realized, oh, okay, wait a minute, that's M-Lab. I got it. Oh, so close there for Logan. We've seen that toss-up, and I think he was really shooting for some speed there, and he just miscalculated that last bar to get a grip on. But he fights back, he gets through the fish, and he completes that last obstacle. All right, our leaderboard stays the same. I think I remember now. Bradley Goyette in first, Cameron Shabbat in second, and Cameron Vigneault. So if I'm messing those up, and I probably am, I'm sorry, there are no John Smiths at the top of the leaderboard. Jack Ingram, here we go. I can pronounce that one with very little trouble. 13 years old, out of Urbandale, Iowa. Seen a lot of competitors out of Iowa in the Midwest. So Cedar Falls, we've seen some from Cedar Rapids, or CF, Ninja U CF, I believe is a gym I've seen quite a bit of today. Jack trying to swing his way through that last, and he does. He completes the toss-up. Now onto the fish. Can he get the fish here to complete the course? He's going almost parallel to the floor. I love it when they do that. And he's really pulling his body up. He's doing that strategy we saw, I believe, in the young adult males. They did that a lot. They almost did a pull-up on that fish to kind of get a little added momentum. And with the countdown coming down, Jack Ingram just beats the buzzer, and he's catapulted himself up into fourth place. Cameron Lewis, 14 years old, out of Acton, Massachusetts. Lives in Massachusetts. Been a part of the Ninja Obstacle Training World for 6 years now. He's a frequent world participant for 2 years. Part of the Ascend Marlboro team. He's also active on his school cross-country track team. Second competitor we've seen who does that. And he plays the trumpet. He enjoys fishing, my kind of guy. Video games and cooking. Hey, this is a guy's guy. This is a guy's guy right here. I bet you, I'm going to ask him when he gets done, I bet you Cameron is going to grill lunch for his dad on Sunday for Father's Day. He is that kind of guy. Maybe take him out, try to take him to the lake and catch a fish somewhere. Slips off there just a little bit at the very end. Oh, Cameron, that's all right. He's probably a little disappointed in that, but hey, that's okay. I bet you if he grills Dad a steak on Sunday, everything's going to be just fine. Jax Young now, 14 years old, from Fairfield, Connecticut. And again, if I'm mispronouncing any of these names, I truly apologize. I tried to catch some of the competitors before they got started, but time was of the essence. I don't know about you, but I love it when the coach runs alongside them. That's really cool.
Yes.
That would get me fired up if I was an athlete and I had my coach running right there with me. Again, in yesterday's opening ceremonies, a lot of the athletes who won awards, Six Save and Most Creative, several different athletes credited their coaches and mentioned how much they appreciated their coaches. So I love seeing them get fired up for them, run alongside them. Jack's working his way down to the final obstacle, over to see how he's going to handle the fish. One more to go. Come on, Jax. You got it, buddy. Oh, he tried the swing and catch technique, and that's just the risk you run competing out of the grit ninja. All right, Jonah Webster. We've got a North Carolina guy here, 14 years old, from Waxhaw, North Carolina, just down the road here, out of Illumination Training. He loves driving go-karts, fishing, exploring in the woods, cars, animals, and video games. Sounds like he'd be in our family, honey.
Yes.
He likes just about everything that we like to do.
All around guy.
And the guys in your family are car guys. Now, I'm not much of a car guy, but your family got some car guys, some gearheads. Jonah making his way around the mini gatekeeper, now onto the toss-up. Again, this is where some of our competitors has really challenged a lot of our competitors. Big swing for Jonah, and he caught himself. Well done. All right, now onto the pad, and the only thing he has left is the fish. So can he? He's going with the big swing. He's going to try to pull himself up and catch the fish on his way down. And I'm going to tell you, that is tough. You've seen some guys trying that. They'll get up in the air and try to catch on their way down. There's so little grip space there. It is very hard to do that. Roman Meyer from Bennington, Nebraska, 13 years old from Bennington, Nebraska. All right, Roman. He is working his way across those sky hooks, now onto the broken pipe. Kind of turning his feet sideways there, I noticed. That's what I would probably be doing. I've seen some folks just walk straight across it and go ahead and start looking at that gatekeeper, but I'm afraid I would slip on that broken pipe. No problem whatsoever for Roman Meyer. One more thing to grip on that toss-up, and he got it now to the pad. He's got one obstacle remaining to complete the course, this fish. And this is, like I said, these riggers, these course creators really save their best for last, and that has really pushed a lot of our competitors, that fish there at the very end. Riker Lee now, 13 years old, from Waukee, Iowa. So let's see what strategy Riker uses. He makes his way down the ring slider, no problem, onto the hoop sky hook. See, most of these guys really roll through that one. Now onto that mini gatekeeper, making that 90-degree turn, headed back the other direction. Wow. Riker did not take any swings on the toss-up. He just basically went straight from one to the next to the next. And we hadn't really seen anybody do that. And I thought he was way too far out for that fish, but he reached out and got it. Holy smokes. Now
he's amazing.
He's kind of swinging forward to backward. Holy cow, he did it again. I don't know what his time is going to look like, but as far as degree of difficulty, this has been a phenomenal run. There were 2 times on the fish I thought he was too far away from the fish. He wouldn't be able to reach, but sure enough, he did. Looky here. Parker Burris, 13 years old, Trinity, North Carolina, which is about 10 minutes from our house in Thomasville. So when I say Parker's a local guy, he is an absolute local guy.
He probably did sleep in his own bed last night.
I'm not guarantee you he slept in his own bed. He is not coming from New Jersey or Alabama, anywhere like a lot of these guys have come from.
We've talked about all these places these kids have come from.
Yes, he is
a local guy.
He's a local guy, not quite Greensboro. About 20 minutes down I-85 from the Greensboro Coliseum to Trinity.
You're looking good. You're looking
Nicely done there for Parker Burris. Got that last landing pad. Let's see how he handles the fish. Can he grip the fish and keep coming. Keep on coming, Parker. And he's doing kind of the same thing that
So close.
He ran into the same issue that Riker did. He was swinging from front to back. Oh, and these guys are from Team Level Up, which is in Thomasville, which is about 5 minutes from our house, Team Level Up. So from Parker, from Trinity, trains about 5 minutes from my house. So very cool to see a very local guy there. Austin Fedasov, 13 years old, from Hopkinton, Massachusetts. So let's see how Austin does.
He's doing pretty well so far.
Austin is doing awesome so far. All right, through the toss up. He's got that one down, no problem. Got his coach kind of trailing him just a little bit. And now let's see how Austin does with the fish. Oh, he went with that strategy of going way up and then catching himself on the way down. I like that, but man, it is tough. Same thing again. And look how high he got.
Oh,
what a great job for Austin Fedasov. And he has catapulted himself into third place on the leaderboard now with, let me see how many competitors we've got left. We got Sawyer Murphy now, and we've got about 8 competitors left. So Austin makes his way up to third place. Sawyer Murphy, 14 years old, from Valrico, Florida. And I'm not sure, I don't know if we got a little bit of a...
He started a little too soon.
Oh, he jumped the gun a little bit?
Yeah, he got a little excited.
He's from Jubilee Ninja Fit, a good old Florida guy, Sawyer Murphy. And so let's see how Sawyer does. Looks like they are going to allow him to start over. Not going to be like a false start in swimming where you're automatically disqualified. Looks like he is going to be okay. I see him talking to Jerian, I believe, or Darian, one of the competitors we had earlier in the day. I can't remember.
Coach DJ.
Coach DJ, okay.
So Darian probably.
Okay. All right. He was a Florida guy. And Coach DJ giving him the heads up when to roll. Sawyer getting those instructions. He makes his way through the sky hook fairly easily. I think he's the first competitor I've seen wearing the Nike Dunks. He's got the Dunks. Could not quite make it across the toss-up, but I believe he's going to try to recover. Yep, Coach DJ's got him back on the fish. And now he's doing the swing and grab. Darian giving him close instructions. He cannot quite grab that last fish on the way down, but that's okay. He still gets a nice round of applause there for his effort. Our next competitor, Kyle Becker, 13 years old, from Hanover, Massachusetts. He's competing out of Ascend Obstacle Training. Several Northeast competitors we've seen this weekend, or today I should say, today being the first day of competition. So let's see how Kyle, seems like that last hook on those sky hooks, that last hoop is just a little bit farther apart than the first 3.
There you go.
Yeah, he had to give a mini gatekeeper a little extra swing, didn't he?
That gatekeeper's giving a few people some trouble.
Some people, when they go on it, it just like naturally swings, and other people, it's like it needs a little extra oil on it.
Needs some sweet talking.
You guys from Massachusetts, you'll say it needs oil. Now down here in the South, we'd say it needs some oil. Kyle working his way around and see if he can make it through the fish here at the very end. He's done a great job through the toss-up, and he does. Just a big celebration at the end. Kyle Becker completes the course, boosts himself up into 5th place. Great run there for Kyle Becker. Coulter Harold, a 13-year-old out of Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. I love that when that horn sounds and those guys just roll, man. They're wasting no time.
They're on a mission.
They are on a mission for sure. Coulter swinging around the back, made it. Okay. Onto the toss-up. Coulter's got a pretty good time going so far if he can keep this pace up. He got to back up one more time. Big swing here for the last obstacle. He cannot quite get there on the toss-up. Little frustrated here. Now it's going to be interesting to see if he can recover and get the fish. That's what I really love seeing him do. It's his 2nd year competing. He is excited to be at Worlds again.
Wow, he did it.
Competes in track and field, high school, active in his church youth group. I love that. I'd like to shout out all of his teammates and coaches for all of their support. So great job there for Coulter Harold. Next competitor, Gabe Rademacher, 14 years old, out of Norwalk, Iowa. So Gabe, I was wanting to see what gym he competes out of. I was wondering, those Iowa, almost every one of our Iowans has been out of Ninja U CF. So I don't know if Gabe competes with those guys or not, but that we have had a pretty heavy contingent of the Ninja UCF guys here at the World Championships. Makes his way through the toss-up, no problem. On to the fish. He's got about 28 seconds left on that timer. And we'll see how he's doing. One more fish.
Nice.
Excellent, Gabe. Now if he can get onto that landing platform. And he does. All right. Excellent. Gabe completes the course. Coach is tickled to death. He's moved up into 5th place on the leaderboard with 4 guys left to go. This is Brandon DuPont, 14 years old, out of Twinsburg, Ohio. 14 years old. Trains at USA Ninja Challenge Twinsburg and Authentic Movement. 2nd competitor we've seen with that double take. Been doing Ninja for about 4 years now. He also is a 2-time champion junior drag racer. Plays golf and does speed cubing. Now I'm going to have to ask Brandon what speed cubing is. Is it possible that that's Rubik's cubing?
That's what I'm wondering.
With the speed. Now this is my kind of kid right here. Brandon DuPont. Drag racer, golfer, and a speed cuber. Now that is quite a combination for Brandon DuPont. Made his way down to the last obstacle.
Wow.
Did I hear the horn one time earlier? All right. Excellent job for Brandon DuPont. He's up into 6th place now with 3 competitors left. That brings us to Daniel Sullivan, 14 years old, from Senoia, Georgia. No problem so far for Daniel. All right, around the broken pipe. Let's see if we can swing around that mini gatekeeper like we've talked about. Sometimes the gate swings and sometimes it does not.
Right.
I don't know if it's how they first
That's what I don't
engage
know.
it. If some of them engage it with a little bit of momentum and it swings around, I'm not sure.
Good.
So Sullivan here, down the toss up. Now on to the fish. Here we go. All right, he's got, he just barely missed the fish. Two competitors left in the teen male division. Noah Finken, 13 years old, out of Urbandale, Iowa. Now, your brother would love this. Noah is a big-time Nebraska Cornhuskers fan. He loves golf, basketball, football, fishing, my kind of guy. This is where you lose me, Noah. Favorite food, sushi. Now, I'm not a sushi person.
He's never tried sushi.
Have you ever tried sushi? You never get it either, so what are you talking about? You like everything, and if you don't like it, I know I wouldn't like it, so I'll never try sushi. But Noah likes it, maybe I'll get him to talk me into it. Never know. All right, Noah, smooth sailing so far. He's got 30 seconds left to navigate these fish. He's going with the forehand, backhand grip on the fish, kind of looking down, thinking his coach watching him, kind of seeing how he's going to approach it. And you saw him hanging on that fish, and he was just trying to plan out his strategy, and he couldn't quite determine how he wanted to move to the next fish. He was trying. Now, our final teen male, Gabriel Avery from Carolina Ninja Academy. He's a Carolina guy. I like it. Indian Trail, North Carolina, 14 years old. Nicknamed the Brick Ninja. He's a brick ninja because of his love of Lego. So not a love of 70s funk music, but a love of Legos. He's built 4 out of 5 sets from the Lego Ninjago series. Crowned the NCL 15U beginner male champion this year. Last year doing Ninja, so he'd like to go out with a bang. Get a huge win here at Worlds, and man, what a way for him to go out. The Carolina guy right here in Greensboro, North Carolina, Gabriel Avery, if he was able to secure a victory here at the World Championship. Great job there, swinging, catching that fish. See if he can catch him one more fish here. He slips just a little bit. So, all right, guys, that is the end of the first wave here. Our next wave in this category, teen male, will begin at 450. So we're gonna step back just a little bit. You guys can stay put, maybe grab you a sandwich, depending on what time it is where you are. But we will be back here with the next wave in about 25 minutes. So you got about 25 minutes. We'll be back here with the next wave. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you shortly. All right, welcome back, fans. We are here at the Greensboro Coliseum Complex in Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm Jason Queen, along with my wife, Christy Queen, providing video and commentary for this weekend's World Ninja League Championships for Season 11 here at the Greensboro Coliseum. And again, we are getting ready to begin the next wave, the second wave of runs in the teen male division. We have started.
We are set to start in 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay, I thought we were starting a couple minutes ago. Sorry about that.
No, 4:50 is when we're set to go.
So we have run one wave of the teen male division. Bradley Goyette is our leader after the first wave. Cameron Shabbat is in second place, and Austin Fedosov is in third. But again, that is after the first wave of runners. So,
oh wow, here we go.
we're gonna roll here. This is Jason Seal Jr. getting us leading off here from Valrico, Florida. He's the second competitor we've seen from Valrico, Florida, 14 years old, out of Jubilee Ninja Fit. And he's got Coach DJ right there with him, too. We saw one of his teammates run just a little while ago. So we are up and running here. Jason Seal Jr.
Good. Kick it out and pull off.
Working his way through the toss-up, and now the final obstacle for the competitors, the fish. And this really tests an athlete's grip strength right here. And it's a timing issue, too. As you see there, what Jason ran into, some people will kind of swing up in the air and then try to catch that fish on the way down. But, man, that is a whole lot easier said than done. Stephen Mole out of Dexterity Depot, 13 years old, from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. The Dexterity Depot, they've been well represented today, too, with athletes in several different categories that we've seen here at the Greensboro Coliseum at the World Ninja League Championship. So no problem for Stephen through the angled steps, ring slider, hoop sky hook, and the broken pipe. Now he swung around the mini gatekeeper, now onto the toss-up. No problem through the toss-up, onto the fish. Very last obstacle. Can he get a grip on those fish? He swings up, he catches the first one. Now on to the next one. Same strategy, and he does it. He's going to swing to the finishing pad and punch the butt, and he's in. So Stephen Mole with a complete run. He's completed everything and moved up into fourth place with that run. Rowan Moore, our next competitor, out of Ascend Obstacle Training. Says people call him Road Dog, 13 years old, 7th grade. When he's not at the gym, he plays lacrosse, which I love, plays golf, and boating on the lake. I'm with you, bud. I'd love to be on a lake right now. It's about 90-plus degrees outside. Likes to play video games to relax or watch TV with his dog, Letty. So he must play video games a little different than our boys play because they don't sound like they're very relaxed when they're locked up in some Fortnite or some NBA 2K. But Rowan rolling so far out of Ascend Obstacle Training. He's from Hyannis, Massachusetts. And let's see if Rowan can conquer these fish here at the very end. He's made it through everything so far. Not quite. He cannot. I'm telling you, if you guys are just joining us, those fish at the very end of the course have probably been the most challenging obstacle that our competitors have faced throughout the day today here on Tall A Stage 1. Leighton DeMorit, 13 years old, from Ankeny, Iowa. I would almost bet he's from Ninja UCF, but maybe not. Haven't seen that pop up anywhere. Seems to be a very popular school there in Iowa. And I'm going to tell you guys one thing right now. I just looked back, and if you've been with us all day, you're in for a treat. My man in the coonskin cap is on deck, I do believe, and he's a Ninja U guy, and he has got the coonskin cap on, so he may be the Ninja. I don't want to call something viral, but if I'm ever involved in anything that goes viral, it's got to be a kid doing ninja in a coonskin cap. There's no doubt about it. Leighton DeMort, 13 years old, Ankeny, Iowa, onto the fish, and he finishes the course. Outstanding work for Leighton, places him in 8th place. Now again, reminder, this is combining the first wave that ran from about 3:45 to about 4:15, and now our second wave. Turner Funk from the Ninja Fitness Zone. Turner's 13 years old, from Mount Laurel, New Jersey. He likes video games, cooking, baking. He likes playing drums, and he likes flow courses the best. So cooking and baking, playing the drums. I can only imagine if he got a drum set for Christmas. Maybe did some cooking, maybe made some cookies for Santa, and then woke up and just banged the mess out of a drum set the whole next day. Made it through the toss-up, no problem. Turner Funk from Ninja Fitness Zone. Let's see how he handles the fish here at the very end.
Oh, he has handled it.
He's got it. He's got one more. Boom! He don't want to work. He just wants to bang on the drum all day. Turner Funk makes it through, and he's second on the leaderboard. I love it. Getting funky with it. Second place, Bradley Goya hangs on to the lead barely, just by about 4 seconds there. Kason Barrera, 14 years old, out of Moore, Texas. And do you know how bright this guy's future is?
He has to wear shades.
His future is so bright he has to wear shades. I'm going to tell you, these guys. Now I'm not saying the older folks weren't cool, but these teens are cool.
These are some cool cats.
I need to hang around these guys for a while. Oh, so close, Case, and he can't believe he couldn't quite get his grip, but now he's going to bounce back.
Give the fish a chance.
There he's going to try to hang on to these fish. I'll try something daring here. I can just feel it. Oh, he cannot quite grip the fish, and that's okay. Kason Barrera. Asher Anderson, our next competitor, 13 years old. I'm sure we've seen another competitor from Rhinebeck, Iowa, and it may have been another Anderson. He is definitely from Ninja UCF. Asher Anderson here. And this is my guy, the coonskin cap guy. Now, I know, look, I'm not supposed to pull for anybody, but I'm pulling for a dude in a coonskin cap.
You've pulled for everybody.
Yeah, that's true. I'm pulling for everybody. This guy's got a little extra tug on my heart. No question about it. He's my kind of guy. Asher onto the toss-up. Big swing. I wouldn't expect anything any different. Sticks the landing onto the fish. Come on, Asher. I know with that hat, fish are no problem for him. Judging a little grip here.
Sir.
He's got it. He does a little chin up and boom! The finish and the flex. My man. So Turner Funk jumps up into second. Asher Anderson in the coonskin cap into third. So this second wave has been awesome. That brings us to Julian St. Clair of Syracuse Ninja Barracks. He's from Scanitals, New York. Julian, a.k.a. Jay Formers. He's been doing ninja since he was 5 years old, so he's a seasoned veteran, even though he's a young guy.
You can tell
Agile,
he's moving it.
quick on his feet. He's going to be done with the course before I get done reading his bio. when he's not doing
Good
ninja.
job. Right here.
Find him building custom Lego creations. Second Lego guy we've heard about here in the last little bit. He loves Transformers too. High honor roll student, works hard for his success, and he got a little bit of advice from his
He's a
family.
worker.
May the course be with you, and boom, just like that. He said, look, he's been doing it since he was 5 years old. He's in the lead right there. First place for Julian St. Clair, and that bumps Bradley Goyette down to second. So, boy, looking ahead, these teens, I don't know what our assignment is for tomorrow and Saturday as they get moved through the competitive part through the other stages. I'd love to see how this teen bracket shakes out over the next couple days.
They've been fun to watch.
They are absolutely awesome. And the energy, they're all pulling for each other. They're excited. Leland Dieter now, 13 years old, out of Blue Springs, Missouri. He trains at Modus Ninjas in Lee's Summit. He's coached by the classy ninja Donovan Matoyer. I hope I'm saying that right, Donovan. Matoyer, Leland Dieter, 13 years old, out of Blue Springs, Missouri, and he's fired up. We've got, let me see, we've only got about 5 competitors left here in the teen male category, and I'm going to try my best to see if I can pull up how many of these teens have successfully completed the course with no fails. There have been quite a few guys who have struggled just a little bit with either the toss-up or the fish, but we have a pretty hardy handful of competitors who have successfully completed the course, still in the running for the championship as we move through the competition over the next few days. And if I remember, before we go off the air here in this category, I'll give you a QR code you can scan to see what the schedule looks like for the next couple days. Looks like maybe on the toss-up we have one obstacle that needs a little bit of attention, so bear with me. I could pull up that schedule right now. Let me see.
I don't know. It looks like we're ready to.
Oh, are we ready to roll? Okay, there you go. Hit that QR code real quick if you want to get the schedule for the rest of the week. Now, let me get you back on track here. All right, Leland Dieter, 13 years old, out of Blue Springs, Missouri. Let's see how he stacks up with the rest of these guys. We have seen a couple of very impressive runs here in the teen male category. So Leland not messing around. He's got to swing just a little bit to get to that next one. He does it, no problem. On to the last on the toss-up, and he's good for the toss-up. Gets a little chalk refill from old Donovan Matoyer, his coach, right there working with him, giving him instructions, guiding him where to go. And Leland following those instructions as he goes. Cameraman in position. He wants to get this celebration because Leland Dieter has successfully completed the course, and he's moved up into 6th place now. Again, ultra competitive, this teen male bracket at the World Championship. Next up, Weston Dory, 13 years old, out of Riverview, Florida. And I'm going to tell you what, we've seen some busy folks here at the World Ninja Championship. Coach DJ is right up there with him. He's been coaching several of these guys. You could tell they love him. He brings a lot of energy. And Weston Dory now making his way across the hoop sky hook, down the broken pipe. And now he's going to swing around that mini gatekeeper, make his way up to the toss-up. Here we go. Nice, one big swing and one big grip. He got it. Okay, now got to get to the landing pad and onto the fish. Coach DJ cheering him on, guiding him, giving him instruction as Weston works along to the fish. I think DJ's telling him, there you go. He got it. One more big swing and a landing, and he did it. All right. Very well done for Weston Dory, and he's in the top 10. I just heard Coach DJ as he came off the course, and he told Weston, he said, you don't realize how powerful you are. So great instruction, great encouragement there. Brings to the podium Lucas Martin, 13 years old, from Ridgewood, New Jersey. He's an occasional ninja, not a full-time ninja. Now, I love this part of his bio. I hope he's approved this. He is a constant math nerd. He is a Lego master and a passionate percussionist. Now, he's the second drummer or percussionist we've heard of. His golden doodle is his biggest fan. Now, I tell you what, those golden doodles, those are some of the prettiest dogs you'll ever see. Big old rascals. Lucas Martin on to the final stage here. He's at, or final obstacle, I should say, not the final stage. A little bit of a misspeak there. Lucas, he swings out from Ridgewood, New Jersey, and he's made it. He's got the, yes, sir. Well done there, Lucas Martin. So Lucas jumps up into 6th place. All right, two competitors left in the teen male category. We have Brighton. I'm going to say Ely.
Same thing again. Come on, big. Go big. Good. That's okay. Hold on. All right, good. Good.
All right, I apologize for the confusion. That was Lucas Martin, who just completed the course. I thought we had Lucas Martin a moment ago. I was afraid we had the wrong guy on the screen, so I apologize for that. Lucas ends up in the top 20. That brings up Ryan Phillip, 14 years old, out of Merrimack, New Hampshire. 19 competitions in season 11. So he is a seasoned veteran. He does ninja all he can. Recently started coaching at his gym. He loves metal music, concerts, downhill skiing.
Oh, he was so close.
So close. Yeah. If he had completed that, he would have been right up there at the leaderboard.
I guarantee it.
Yeah, he was flying there, Ryan Phillip, across the course. So I believe, I am not sure. Are you seeing one more competitor or no?
I don't have that.
Okay, I'm seeing Brighton Ellie on my screen. I'm seeing Brighton on my screen, but I'm not seeing the human being Brighton. So I'm going to assume that completes the teen male portion of our competition for today. We will be back in about 5 minutes. Give me just a moment. I'll tell you what category we got coming up.
Stage 3, small. Your first round will be going approximately 15 minutes. That I'm not sure because I've done a linear after. Stage 3 small. So I'm not sure. No, we need to wait 5 minutes for review.
All right, I believe that has completed the teen male portion of today's competition in stage 1. I apologize for the confusion. I thought I had one more competitor coming, but I'm not seeing him, and it's possible something was just off on our end just a little bit. Waiting just a few minutes to confirm competitor reviews. So let me pull up for you guys that schedule for the rest of the weekend. So here you go. From now until the 23rd, Tier 2, Thursday, Friday, Tier 1, Friday through Tuesday, head-to-head Monday and Tuesday. And if you're looking for particular categories, scan that QR code there, and it'll guide you to who is going to be where and when and how you can watch those competitors. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today. We will have another more categories competing throughout the course of the day and, of course, for the next 5 days. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Jason Queen with Christy. Take care.